Hey-o.
Boys.
Fellas. I like how we all sort of look at each other and we're not sure who's going to speak first. We don't plan that stuff.
No. We don't plan much.
No. It's true. It's true.
I mean, the listener probably gets that by now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, I think it's still a skill to be able to fill an hour without planning a whole lot, isn't it? Which is bullshit.
It's remarkable.
I feel like there's two sales guys at this table. They do it for 8 hours a day at least.
Yeah, I'm done.
I feel attacked. What the fuck, man? Wow, special night tonight, fellas.
Yes.
Guess what we're talking about? I'm going to almost whack the table. It was close.
I saw that.
It was close.
The Golf R.
Mark 8.5 Golf R.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so first of all, let's explain this Mark 8.5.
That's a good idea. Who's the only one who knows about that? Sean. Go.
And if you don't know, sorry.
No
but
pressure.
You have to know.
So I don't know all the dates, but like Porsche's, our favorite subject, the Golf, when it started back as a Rabbit or whatever it was in the 70s, I think, was the early. That was a Mark 1, then there was a Mark 2, then there was a Mark 3.
Mark, though. Mark is just
Mark being like
not
generation.
Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. Just Mark.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like MK, it would be short form to MK 1, 2, 3. I think I've talked about this. I owned a Mark 3. That was my very first car. It was a two-door Golf.
And what vintage would that be?
1996.
Okay.
Oh,
It was
baby.
black.
Square.
Very square.
Yeah.
Clear
I like
glass.
those front ends.
Yeah, me too.
Huge
But
greenhouse.
the headlights were kind of rounded.
They were. That's right, Mike. They weren't totally square like the Mark 2 or 1 before it. Yeah. Well, at some point they were circular back in.
Yes.
But you're right. I know what you're talking about. That car lived a life before I got it. But it served me well, served me fine. And so then a Mark IV, which were great cars, but notoriously bad for electronics.
Okay.
Mark V came, that would have been like early 2000s. If I'm not
Mark
mistaken.
5 was in 2005, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah.
Mark V, I think famously is the last 3.2 VR6 with.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer.
And then we had Mark 6 Golf, which our friend that we met at.
Yeah, 2011 forward, 2010 forward.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Was his name Adam?
I don't know.
No. we met-
You're talking about Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
We met him at,
misunderstood. Yeah, with his
Oscar
GTI.
Street.
With
Correct.
his GTI. Yep.
And then, so Mark 7 was, I believe,
2015.
what people most hail as the best generation of Golf / GTI / Golf R.
Great car.
Mark 8 was launched in, I don't know, 2023. I actually
21 maybe, I don't know, 22.
Yeah,
somewhere in
drawing
there. Yeah.
wasn't a loved vehicle for a couple of reasons, but the one we had was the 8.5. So this is the mid life cycle refresh, which also happened under a 7. So there was a 7.5 and a 7. This has the updated infotainment. It has a couple of improvements. One being that they've now finally backlit the haptic buttons for temperature control and volume.
Yes, that was a real furor on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, can we just cut you off real quick?
Yes,
if
you
you don't
can.
mind with the three of us here. I think we're all on the same page with the eyes. That was extremely thorough.
Okay. So
Dylan
you're
was
gonna-
giggling.
you're gonna
It was so
appreciate
thorough.
this because as somebody who listens to Chris Harrison Friends,
Yeah.
who is the older guy that just explained GPS for like
Chris Cooper.
20 minutes? And he started back like in the first war, wherever they needed to know somewhere.
I love
and
Chris Cooper.
they all stop him after like 15 minutes. They're like, fuck, dude, just tell us about GPS now.
Yeah.
Wow.
The banter on that podcast is terrific. And he has this reputation for basically not answering the question or answering it in a way that's not relevant. And
Yeah,
then,
he goes, okay, like say they need like 3 cars. He goes, okay, I have 7, and none of them are Italian like they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, you got there eventually, Sean.
He did. That was actually really good.
Well, I think the question was, can you explain the marks? Well, I kind of did.
I mean, you thoroughly answered the question.
did.
You hit the mark.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Boy.
That felt like a midweek joke. That just landed beautifully. All right, so we spent some time with this 8.5. Beautiful bright blue car they sent us with black wheels.
Yeah, and we discussed this briefly. I think we're saying it's Lapis versus Lapis.
I think it's Lapis blue.
It's Lapis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. With the cloth seats, tell me what they call that. Is it tartan?
Well,
tartan? I don't
you know
know
what's
Tartan-ish.
interesting is like depends on the pattern is what it's called.
Yeah.
right?
So what is
So
that?
I
I'm not
can't
sure.
tell you.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
But
thanks
it
for
is-
that valuable input.
It is tartan-ish.
Yeah, tartan-ish.
Is Graham a Scottish name? Have I missed something here? Are you
No,
of Scottish
yeah, it is.
descendant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Scottish descent, excuse me.
why? Oof.
Yeah, decent.
He seems like he's a sort of a book of knowledge on tartan. That was quite specific.
It was yeah. Okay. Well,
Depends
anyway,
if the hatches go this way or that way. Doesn't matter.
I think we should probably hammer the listener through all of the detail. So it's
Yeah.
a blue car. It has black wheels. It has the black packaged little trim thing on the window.
Black
Right? Does it say
edition.
black edition?
Black edition, which
Got
by
the
the
big
way,
wang on the back.
Is that an option?
no,
I don't think so.
They all
Okay,
have
it's just
the,
fun.
they all
Okay.
have the wang.
Yeah, that nice tartan on the inside, cloth seats, no leather, which I found slightly odd. But let's talk about the looks of this car. Let's start on the outside. Who's going first?
I think the ride height's really good.
Yeah, the ride height
I
is
think
good.
it comes really good ride height.
Yep.
It's hard to get past all the brake dust.
It is relentless.
It pounds a bit brake dust.
Well,
I don't think that has all to do with us driving.
No.
It has
Some.
some to do with that, and some to do with the black wheels.
Well, it's
Like,
true.
you can't escape.
I think I'm holding. What listener
I think it
can't
looks
tell that I'm
great.
holding up a picture I took of this car. I think the side profile is on fire. I think it looks awesome
And I don't know
with that wing on the back, as Dylan said.
totally.
Wing is a big wing.
It
wasn't
is big.
That's why
It-
my
yeah,
it
first
is.
note
I
was
quite
like,
like
wow.
it.
Yeah,
And
for
I
the-
actually,
yeah.
no, you keep going.
No, I was just gonna say, for reference, I owned a 2016 Golf R, and one of the things that was sort of sad about it was they never gave you the updated like Mark 7 wing. You always had the generic Golf wing.
It was very.
And at that time, I believe those cars were built in the German plant, but they were built using the base Golf shell, so no sunroof and no wing.
Oh,
So
I
you got
mean,
you
I
got
could do
a.
without the sunroof.
It was one of those
Yeah,
things
me
though
too.
that Dill, when you spend $55,000 on the car, I sort of expect there to be a sunroof, and this one had it. So what a luxury!
Well, to be honest with you, though, like it is an add cost option.
Yeah,
That-
okay, fair
that
enough.
car
Yeah.
starts at sort of 54 grand, and it
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't have a sunroof.
Okay,
It's
that's interesting.
1250 to spec it in.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't
interesting.
know that.
No, me neither. That's news.
Came fully spec'd.
I'd save the money.
I like all
Yeah,
the
I
little
would too.
side skirts. I like the front bumper. I thought it's a good looking car. The
I
front bumper might-
think it was dying to have tinted windows.
Oh, that's
we-
interesting.
And everybody says no.
I
but
was just going to comment on Mike's
at
gonna-
least the back.
Well, interesting though, because
Oh.
Mike's going to post this picture for y'all to see.
Yeah.
our esteemed social media director, and I think that's one of the few cars today that would leave a factory with 4, in this case 5 windows with clear glass. Almost everything comes with at least the rears.
That's right.
Yeah.
and the back hatch and privacy glass.
Is it just that the car's too small?
I don't know, but I think it's better for it. That looks. I mean, you can see through it. It's gorgeous.
I would never tint the windows.
No.
It's interesting, Mike. I'm on the opposite side of that. I think it looks like a perfect fishbowl. I love it.
Yeah. The hard part about a fishbowl is that driving in it every day sucks that way.
Yeah.
Why? What? I don't have anything to hide. I don't care. I'm just putting along. What
I don't
difference
like
does it
you're
make?
scorched in there.
Yeah, you
Oh.
get too hot.
Oh.
For sure.
I don't find that.
I think at least the back needs to be at least a little darker.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. feedback.
I'm with you, Ryan. I'm not fussed by
yeah,
that.
I
at
either
all.
go all tint, like every window, or none.
All right. Well, let's get off the tint train
Yeah,
and move
yeah,
on to
that
the
can be-
exterior of this car, which is where we're supposed to be.
That's right.
What's our thoughts on this front light bar situation?
I'm not down for that at all. I
No,
don't want anything to do with it. Although it's important to say, I think, in my opinion, that the nighttime driving is insane. The light is amazing.
It's good.
Oh, that's one of my notes.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Why?
Did you have the high beams on?
I was out driving the lights at 80 kilometers an hour.
With the high beams on.
I mean,
Out-driving the
out
lights.
driving the lights.
Yeah, like they do not go far enough. They were too low on the road.
Oh, that could just be a setting. I don't know, or an adjustment on the car.
I agree with you on the low beam side. I noticed
Yeah,
that.
even the high beams weren't that great.
Okay.
Oh, I thought they were bright.
Oh
No.
yeah, yeah.
I,
I was on the 401 pretty good.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
well,
was my
4-1 is different than the back roads of Lucan.
Wow,
I mean, it's
this
That's
is
true.
true. No,
Yeah.
there was nobody out. It was like,
Okay.
Well, what time did I pick it up from you? 9 o'clock.
yeah. I
So
guess
by
so.
the time I was out there, 9:30, something like that. So it was pretty dark.
I'm with, there was something, I mean, it doesn't have the sort of matrix dot LEDs, but there was a weird thing where it looked like the driver's side was dipped quite low.
It was the driver's side in particular, now that you
Yes.
say that.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so it could have some,
Maybe it was a setting. Maybe
yeah,
it
maybe.
needs an adjustment.
just
I
an
don't know.
adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never bothered me.
That was a note I have.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
actually have a note too about how reactive the lights are
oh, yeah.
left and right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
barely turn that wheel and
Yes.
they're gone, which is great and not great, because if you do like minor adjustments, it like turns and it comes back really quick.
It does. I totally agree with that. Did we ever determine if this car, not to get, we'll go into this later, but does it have the speed sensitive steering?
Oh, it does. It
Okay, that's what I
absolutely
thought.
has.
I did find that
adaptive
slightly
steering.
off-putting, and it does make it feel like the lights move quick.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I wonder if that's connected.
Because you, I mean, you can adjust the steering feel, which presumably is weight, but I believe also ratio. There's race, there's sport, there's comfort, there's whatever.
I did notice in race it was like very
The
heavy.
rack is,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
With
it's
you, Mike.
quite
Yeah.
quick.
I'll be honest. I drove it in one mode and pretty much one mode only.
So just so
That's
that-
interesting. I definitely did not do that.
No, I didn't either.
I totally did.
interesting.
I knew you guys wouldn't, so I did.
Okay. He's carrying the torch.
We're not staying on task here, but I will say is I couldn't handed this thing off to Dylan, and he got it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, race." And then he just dialed everything up to 100%. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just going to leave it here for the week." I was like, "Are you sure you want the ride in like the past race?" Because
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, this is good."
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
So-
Anyway, on the exterior side, in this color, it's a really nice looking car. Every time I walk up to it, I think, ooh, it's a really nice looking car.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
I
good-
think they're
good-
very
yeah.
muted and black.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Now, it's funny you say that, Dill, if you want to get into it. Because I'm the oldest guy of the bunch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is not for me at all, this car. And I hopped in this thing and drove it 5 minutes. I'm like, I could see myself in one of these.
right, so before you had it, you're like,
Yep,
"There's no
yep,
chance."
Exactly.
Yes, yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was
I'm
an
not,
important
I'm not going to like
distinction.
this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I would get a black one.
Oh, that's interesting, Mike.
I would get black.
Why? Why? Because it's under the radar, sort
It's-
of.
Yeah, I don't know. It's under the radar. I don't know what wheel options. I never really got into it, but I'm like, black with silver wheels would look awesome.
I totally agree.
Yep.
Can we defer just quickly to you because you're the technical nerd on this car, Sean?
Go ahead.
You can have this car, I think, in black, for example,
Yes, you
without the black package, so it would have blue brakes. Does that make sense?
Yes, that is
Yeah,
right.
it does actually.
Which I think adds a nice touch to it.
It would.
gives
Yeah.
something to the outside without being too like.
Yeah, that's actually maybe the move. Black exterior, non-black.
Yeah, because I'm not
package.
sure I'd want it all blacked out.
No.
It's not really the
I
look
agree.
I'm
than that,
going
you're-
for.
Other than that, all you see is the rotors.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the rotors look amazing on this
Yeah,
car. I
they
mean, the
do.
front
They do.
rotors almost look have a carbon ceramic-y because they have that floating hat. Like I don't know what you call it.
They look like a two-piece hat. but
Yeah, they
I
look
don't-
awesome.
I don't think they are. But
No, I know they look slick though.
And no, so you're bang on in that, Ryan. And if you remember, 4 months ago when I was kicking tires and almost
Yes.
very nearly leased
Yes,
one, it
yes.
was
Is
that
going
a
to be
dolphin
black.
gray?
Well, that wasn't available. That would be
Yeah.
the color I would have now.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But to Mike's point, I was looking at a black one with the non-black pack. It had blue calipers. The window surrounds are still black, as are the mirror caps.
No, that's okay.
But you get a bit of blue accenting on the front of the car, and then the VW badges and the R logos are bright versus.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's
Okay.
just a slight contrast that looks really
Yep.
good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So on the black pack, the unfortunate part about this is that comes with black calipers, black wheels,
Yep.
black R badging,
Yep.
and
Like the grill was kind of black, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Front bumper was almost
it's a muted
blacked
sort
out.
of black front bumper thing,
Yep.
which
Yep.
I don't think does anything for the car.
No, I didn't either.
Previously and even still currently, like if you want those, can we agree to call them tartan seats? Cloth seats.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
They're charting.
Yeah.
You can only have those on a black pack car, which is a total shame because I think we've all been duped as consumers in North America to believe that leather interiors are more luxurious, they're better. That is just absolutely not true
No.
because
It's the Downton of interiors. Would you go with that? Leather?
I don't watch that show, but I'll go. Okay.
Well, some of us around the table do.
What were you going to say, Del?
Those seats were unbelievable.
They look great. They are very, very comfortable. I mean, and again, I've mentioned my 2001 brief. I only owned it for about 12 months, but it was a GTI that had, a Recaro-esque looking seat that was cloth in the center.
Yep.
And I bought the car in 2010, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a 2001 with 80,000 kilometers. The seats looked brand new. They were not worn. If that was a leather seat car, they'd be saggy, they'd be creased, the bolsters would be all
bolsters,
fucked up. Like cloth seats are just better. And if you have the opportunity to order one of these, want to buy one, that's what you should get.
I'm not going to
Until you spill.
No, I do want
Chocolate milk on it.
Exactly. Thank you. And I have a follow up to that. Leather for me is not about luxury. It's about ease of cleaning.
No,
That's all
no.
I care about.
That I totally believe.
With dogs,
for you.
I'm like, listen, I will not have cloth seats. They will ruin it. I can't do it.
Well,
I just can't. And I'm a guy who travels in my car.
Well,
and I'm
no,
like, I got to
so-
be able to throw something on the back seat and not have to worry about it.
Oh yeah, but like I
You
mean,
know?
for dogs, we just throw the
get a cover.
No,
Yeah,
no,
exactly,
I have the
cover.
same, but I just, the leather durability wise, well, I appreciate that what you're saying because
Yeah.
you're right that the cloth seats age well.
Yeah.
But I just can't. Like I'm like leather's easy. I get a towel. I
Yeah.
wipe it out. Job done. It's like done in seconds. That's the reason I buy it, not for its luxury.
I get that, but
yeah.
my argument would be you don't need cooled seats when you have cloth.
True.
True. I don't have cold seats in
And
any
the
of my cars.
heated seats in cloth, I would say,
Are
work better
instant,
than
100%.
They're
way
awesome.
better
I'll
than
definitely support you on that.
And
They're
what
awesome.
I can't stand is all that little shit that gets in those little holes. Of
Oh,
the
that's not. Yeah. Well,
ventilated
stop
seats.
eating all the food with the little
Yeah.
shit in it. Yeah.
Now, I would say at a $50,000 plus car, should this have leather? Probably.
And it does.
It does
If
as
you-
an option.
So actually, in fact, standard. You have to
Sorry,
click. You have
yeah.
to click
Oh,
a
okay.
button to
Yep.
get these seats. So
because you said Black Pack brings these seats.
it brings you the option to click them. It's a no-cost option.
Okay. Our Black edition. Sorry.
So you've got to be, and actually, to be fair, you give up some luxury, Mike, if you click these because you lose power lumbar, you lose power fore and aft.
Yeah.
Which again,
Which again, I thought was a big miss on this
Well, it's
car.
bizarre.
Okay.
At that price point,
I'm with
anyways.
you, Mike. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think this car has like forgive me, but it has like an odd sort of
Yes.
combination of features on the seats. Like
1000%.
the slide back and forth is manual. The back tilt is automatic or power. The lumbar is manual. Like I'm like sort of like, why isn't this all power
Yeah,
at
it's like-
$55,000
Yeah.
bucks?
Yeah, it's power-ish.
Yeah.
Well,
Ish. Yeah. It feels like they went some ways, but not all the
but
way.
again, for a 20-year-old kid, would they care?
No.
And I don't know if that's their demographic. I don't know.
To be
Yeah,
to be honest with you, as a 33-year-old person,
You don't care either.
I couldn't give a shit.
As a 40-something-year-old
I
guy,
said it once
care.
and I forget it.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like you
True
know
enough.
what?
True enough.
Driving cars with you guys and around you guys has made me realize you guys are insane.
I don't understand that at all.
The way you guys like set seats up and
You'll
set-
get old and decrepit
set
too
your,
sometime,
like,
Dill.
wheel up.
I'm not opening this conversation with you, man.
I
You're,
got-
you're the one
I got-
driving like a arms
Yeah.
out miles away.
Yeah, I got in after Sean and I'm like, oh my God, the steering wheel's in my chest.
This guy's eating the wheel.
And I'm like, in it goes instantly. It was like one of those submarine periscope things.
Sean and I are very similar in our driving position. I got in, I'm like, I'm almost ready to
It's
go.
not
I'm moving
even-
like an inch.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I tried to do it. It's so uncomfortable.
He is a strange animal. But
Yeah, it's weird.
so circle
can we-
back. Circle
Yeah, go
back
ahead.
just quickly on that. To all of your points.
Yes.
If you walked in and bought a Golf R that no one had spec'd these cloth seats in, you would have power fore and aft, power lumbar, power recline. It would be very, very as you'd expect.
That's interesting. Okay.
You
so
have
that,
to be an enthusiast and want that. And again, it maybe shaves 10 pounds off the seats. I don't know. But
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
so it is spec'd this way.
Yeah.
if you click the button to get the cloth seats,
this is the way
you,
they come.
you give up the power fore aft,
Oh, okay.
and you give up the power lumbar, and you give up the leather.
well,
do
Mike,
it.
would you
but-
agree that satisfies these old boys?
It does.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
there you
there
go.
you
But
go.
I would
No
agree
problem.
with Dill's point. Once you get it set, those
yeah.
seats were super comfortable.
Yeah.
And just leave them there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I love the fact that the headrest is like
Integrated.
one piece.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the only headrest I've ever found that works.
I have really critical feedback here.
Go ahead.
I don't, it's really hard to describe without almost drawing it for you. But the one thing that I found struggle trying to get comfortable, because I drove the car a lot of miles on purpose. I took it on the highway, I drove it, and I drove up to Peterborough. I saw friends. I drove up here. I saw people. I'm just driving it around. And on the highway, the backrest is sort of compound angles. One part, the lower part is like this, and the headrest is like this. I'm doing a hand gesture. Of course, the listeners can't see it, but I found that difficult because when I would get this to the angle I thought I was right, my headrest was too far forward.
You had sort of
and then I
tech
ended
neck.
up having to kind of do this more than I wanted. I ended up sitting leaned back farther than I wanted just to keep my head content.
Oh.
It was a weird, I've never experienced that before. It was weird.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like and Audi has this too, right? In the S5 or S3 probably, it's a one-piece integrated seat. It's all one.
Yes.
To your point, like if you had maybe the lean or the whatever you'd call
the
that
lower back section.
right? So you'd
know?
sort of be sitting where you want, and you get to your shoulders, and all of a sudden you
Yes,
feel like it was
that.
rounding you over slightly.
That.
But
Which
I
required-
adjusted around that. Like it wasn't a big deal.
So did I, but it just feels like one of those things. I'm like, oh, who signed off on that?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yep.
Interesting.
You know? Yeah. And I'm all about the one piece seat.
I
It
never
looks
felt
slick.
that at all.
Okay.
Oh, that's
No.
interesting.
Yeah.
It
I
was like
didn't
my
find that
first
at all.
complaint within the first
Yeah.
hour.
No.
I was like,
Honestly,
I got to
it
change
was
my
like
seat.
one of the first seats. I was like, oh man, this seat is really comfortable.
And that's good. Okay. I was comfortable. I just had to learn to I'm going to adjust the position of my
Slightly.
driving. I had no choice.
Well, it wouldn't have bothered Dylan because his steering wheel is so far away. He has to sort of lean.
He's to
over
reach
to
out to
it.
get it.
exactly.
Yeah. Interiors wise, I thought it was the seats are. I'm with you, Dylan. The seats are really comfortable. They feel firm. They're very supportive. I never once felt like I was uncomfortable. I was just adjusting.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can we talk about what was uncomfortable?
Please.
Go ahead.
Nowhere to put your right hand.
So with you on that, Mike.
So bad.
Right hand.
Weird.
This thing needs
The
a
right hand.
shifter.
Yeah.
You need a shifter to lean your
Yeah,
hand
what is the
on.
nub?
As Dylan,
rid of the
what did you
nub.
call it there, Sean?
Chicken nugget.
The
isn't
chicken
it?
nugget. Yeah, I've been pitching that everywhere.
It's the same thing in the Alice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably everything else. The new Tiki
Yeah.
that you're going to buy will be.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
no.
needs something. I don't care if it was that, just
I
extended.
guarantee you there's a 3D printed thing.
No, do you know what I was doing? I put my Yeti in there. And I just
Oh.
put my hand on that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at least it's better than nothing because it would support me here,
Yeah.
not
Like
back
gimp
here.
wrist.
So can I ask, Mike,
Yeah.
when you drove the car,
Yeah.
it is a bit of a gymnastics act, but if you reach under that little thing, it both can adjust up
Yep,
and
and
then
forward.
out.
So that's what I ended up
So
doing.
Okay, you knew
yeah,
this.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I would end up having my right hand on the wheel, but leaning on the console.
Oh.
But without that down in normal position, it's a weird.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you. He's so accurate on that. And it forced me to drive the car differently.
Yeah.
Between the seat adjustment and then having to use my right hand way more than I thought I would because I was always sort of like, this doesn't
What do I
feel
do
right
with
if I
it?
drive with my left hand. And I'm with you. It doesn't even need to be a shifter. Just
Just
give me like
something.
a literal placeholder. I'll put my hand on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it three of us talking where I said every car should have an actual arm rest off the seat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
so comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, right. And I can't remember the car, but we said that, Range Rover was one vehicle that had literally an armrest off the side of the seat. There was another one that we talked
Caravan.
Dodge
That's
Caravan.
right.
Yeah.
That's what it
How do you
was.
think I came up with that?
No, and the Buzz. The Buzz.
Oh, the Buzz
Buzz
had it
did.
too.
Buzz
Yes,
did
true.
too.
Yeah,
So,
which
I mean-
we've common in vans.
Yeah.
It is.
True.
Mike, I could not agree with you more. That it just forced me to sort of be like, this feels like it isn't really finished.
Yeah.
That's sort of how it feels to me. I feel like I want something. That being said, the actual execution of the Nugget, when you use it,
Oh, it
it's
works
fine.
fine. Works
Works
fine.
perfectly. Gears don't feel weird, like they react in the right time. There's no weird delays. I don't even know if that's a physical. It's likely just
Oh,
a
it's
digital.
100%.
It's just a
I
switch.
figured,
Yeah.
yeah.
By wire, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no complaints about that.
Yeah.
So-
So are
Go
you
ahead.
going to mention any more on that, or?
No, I was just going to say, and again, you can insert here, but we've all sort of talked high level about the car, some of the pros and cons. I would like to hear individually from you sort of what you did with it. What did you like about it specifically? What you didn't like? And then maybe at the end we can go around and say either could you buy one? Who's it for if it's not for you?
Sure.
So just sort of some summary thoughts. So anyway, Dale, what were you going to add?
He needs
I
his
mean,
notes.
I could just add it in my segment, but what I didn't want to get away too far from was the shifter right above it.
Yeah.
The damn on and off and the parking are almost the same button.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Like,
He brought
you know
that
how
up with me.
You know how many times I turned that car off when I went to just park it?
Yes.
What
yes.
a pain in the ass.
Well,
To be fair, I usually use the off button as the park button.
Yeah, when I
that's-
picked it up from Ryan, he says just use the off button.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what if I want to leave it running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
especially in the winter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And we'll come around to that.
No.
Yeah. It's an open wound for all of us.
you're right about that, though. The location, I guess I would say, of the start-stop button,
It didn't feel right.
it's not perfect. And again, I think start-stop buttons, in my view, should be a circle.
yep.
And
Couldn't agree with you more, Sean.
right, it is a button. If you're going to put this square thing there that's exactly the same size and shape as the park button,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
There's a possibility of
And-
confusion.
And
Don't
don't,
do that.
put it like a millimeter away from the park one.
Right.
Yeah.
I bet you if you measured that, it's 2.5 mil. Like it's a
I don't
tiny
even know if it'd be
gap.
that
It's the
much.
tiniest
Tiny.
thing ever.
My actual genuinely my experience almost every time I got in the car, which let's say I got in and out of it 50 times over 3 days. Honestly, I kept reaching up to the dash where the key would have traditionally gone and looked for the power button there.
Yeah, correct.
And
So
I was
did
always
I.
like, oh yeah, sorry, it's in front of the shifter. And I kind of have to do the old like, oh yeah, it's up here. Every time. I never really got used to it.
Interesting.
And I lived with it for 3 full days, drove it every day.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just never felt, what's the word I'm looking for? Natural or organic enough? It just
Organic,
didn't
yeah.
feel right. I'm with you, Dill. And it's also an oddly narrow button. It's not a circle.
Yeah.
So you go to touch it and it's sort of like, oh, did I, which button? Like you said, it's close to the other one. So it's
Put
a
it up on
little
the
weird.
dash.
Yeah.
That's all
this
we're
is-
asking.
You're so
That's
right,
all we
Mike.
ask.
Up on the dash.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, why don't you start us off here? Because you actually had the car first, so this works well.
I guess I did. Well, no, I got it from Ryan.
No, what?
Right.
Did you
Is
go
that
in the
true?
wrong order?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah.
thought
I
Mike-
had it first.
So go ahead. You start then.
What would you like me to talk about specifically?
Well-
you mentioned it earlier, but I'm sorry.
Where did you go? Like,
Where'd you go?
yeah,
What'd you
okay,
do
put
with
the
it?
most
Yeah, yeah.
amount
Give us
on
a
it.
high
I did.
level.
I drove a good amount of miles. I went to see friends, family. I visited my sister who has a new Volkswagen. I drove 407, 401, all the back roads. I did all the things. And the weather mix was all over the place. So
Yep.
sunshine, cold, pouring rain.
Which we were all on summer tires.
Yes, yes. And we should note that this car was on summer tires. I drove it almost entirely in comfort mode.
Okay.
Just because I was sort of like,
Really?
yeah, because
Oh,
I don't
I knew
care.
that was gonna happen.
I'm just like, I'm on the highway. What difference does it make? Like, I'm like, I don't need R for.
I'll
you know?
make a note of that when it comes around.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. I had an overall very comfortable, pleasant. It does on the highway. It's a highway car. It's a little loud.
It's
And
yeah,
as a
little bit.
guy who lives on the highway a lot of the time, seeing customers, etc., I found it a little loud. Its short wheelbase does become evident on highway joints. I didn't love that part. It does have a real tendency to want to like jump
Yeah.
a little bit over the right when it unsteadies on a highway joint. Don't love that. General driving, very comfortable, peaceful, typical Volkswagen build quality. No rattles, no noise, doors close nicely. Love the fact that the rear hatch is not power, so you can open it and close it in like a second. It's nice, right? That the ability to just flick it up and down real fast. Really did miss my Golf with the backup camera buried under the Volkswagen logo.
No one has that.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I used to have that, and now that I
Oh,
haven't
I
had it in
see.
a long time,
Yeah, yeah.
I miss that.
It's
And
clean
It is.
all the
It's
time.
super cool.
Yes, it's one of those pieces of tech that you're like, oh man, why doesn't everybody do this? But I
Yeah.
understand it's just another level of like, well, we're gonna have to charge you $900 more for this car, you know? But it's so nice. You
Yeah.
never have to clean the backup cam. It's flawless every time.
I mean, you don't see too many older ones that are stuck open. You
No,
see them.
no, and I had multiple Golfs that had it, and it was perfect.
Yeah, they
like
always
it was a
just worked.
great system.
Yep.
Never wants for power. Like even in comfort mode, okay, like I'm on a back road and I come upon a big rig or something, and the guy's going 79, and I need to pass up to 100. Never feels taxed. Put foot down, not even just roll into the pedal and it launches away. And I'd never even put it in R mode. Maybe once or twice for fun up like a highway ramp or something.
Yeah.
But never really like, I don't need the power. Doesn't matter. This already has 300 horsepower. The fact that it's gonna-
330.
yeah, whatever the number is.
correct.
Yeah, it pulls
It's a lot.
Yeah.
hard.
Which,
For a little
to be
car,
honest,
it's
it
a ton.
actually feels like way more.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Well, I think it's because
Well, you had it at 110% all the time, Dale.
Yeah. Fair enough. Small trunk. I'm just going over my general views. Small trunk. Do miss the shifter for living with it every day.
Yeah.
I want something to rest my hand on. Cup holders, typical Euro, slightly confusing. They're very good, but if your cup is only just a little too big, one cup holder is square, one is the square with a round button,
with a-
which I've used before. It's fine if your cup is the right size. It's a little bit needlessly complicated. I'd prefer you to throw that money into the backup camera on all your other vehicles. But overall, it's a nice car to live with. Rides stiff. It because the wheels, it's got tiny tires
Well,
on it.
I think
so
that is the problem.
Yeah.
driving in the rain, comfortable, pleasant. Never once felt like it was an unsafe experience. Like it's just a really nice place to spend time. MMI, good. Worked with it before on all the other Volkswagens. It feels like they've got that pretty polished, and arguably they do better than Audi. In my view, and I think Mike will support that. I like the digital gauge thing. That's good. I have that on my Tiguan now. I almost never change it. I place it in one mode and I leave it.
So on that, I can't remember. I guess I got it off of you. So
Yeah.
when I brought the car home from
Yeah.
Ajax,
Yeah.
I was like 3/4 of the way home, and then I realized I could play with that
view.
view.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I found the one with the sort of the center tacho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a couple things, and then
That's when I got it from you. It looked like that, and I
Okay.
immediately got rid of it.
I was going to say when I got it back, it took me 10 minutes, but I was like, wait a minute. This is different. So you didn't like that?
Nope, I want my typical gauges. I want my speedo and my tack, and that's it.
Okay.
I want the 2 gauges. That's all I
Okay.
care about.
Oh, we just
So,
need
and
one.
I think
Well, he's like 80 years old at heart.
Thank
so
you. Thank you. I really only have one other important thing that I feel I must mention, and then I'm ready to move on from mine. This car has this awkward lurching problem that I struggled with, and I can't. It could be a DSG problem. I don't know what it is. When I put this car into gear in a parking spot and go to release the brake, what I think is elegantly, because I know how to drive and I've done it for 25 years, it always makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing, and it lurches forward. It's like this DSG creep, but it's almost like DSG run. I don't know how to describe it. It wants to lurch
that's not
out
bad.
of park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really weird. Struggle to get used to it. And I can tell you with authority that when I took this car through the touch-free car wash 3 times, I look like an imbecile. People are like, what is wrong with this guy? Because I can't modulate the brake pedal because the car's fighting me the whole time to try and lurch.
Yeah.
It was
it's like
really
it has a really
weird.
stiff clutch or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's a really critical piece of feedback. It could be a bad, just this particular car. I don't know, but I did find that really annoying.
Was it only when you came out of park?
Nope. In the car wash drive-through, it was fighting me continuously.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
interesting.
what
I
is
thought
going on
that
here?
might be only because of Nuremberg ring mode, but
Oh no. It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
So I have a theory in this, and I don't.
I think it's our car. This we got.
I
I can't
think
imagine they're all like
I
that.
think so too.
But it's important I give that feedback.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
It is,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you can sort of wear it in, if that's a word, or to your
I sure
Dylan's
could.
point, put a different mode in it. But I found through the week or whatever time I had with it that I definitely experienced that. And at one point, like I tried to move it back or forward at something at a gas station. Like to your point, I was like, oh my god, like these people think that I just dumped the clutch. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
But what I did realize at one point was, and again, if you're in sport or anything sort of fancy, it kills the auto start stop immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not, like all cars now, it shuts
that
off.
car has auto stop.
It does.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if that programming is not to sort of satisfy being at a light, the engine shut off, you let your foot off the brake, the engine then starts, and the clutch is engaging. Because I found that to be much more smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Than if it's
You
idling
think
and then you
it
let
kind
it.
of forgets that it's already
I totally
running.
agree with you,
I
Sean. It's
wonder.
accurate.
I wonder.
It never once bothered me with stop-start at intersections, ever.
Yeah.
It bothers me in a parking spot. It's embarrassing. Genuinely.
Regardless, it's a flaw.
Yeah.
Because if that's, nobody, I shouldn't say nobody. Enthusiasts most likely are not going to leave start stop on all the time.
No, fair enough.
So
It is also easy to turn off. It's right on the front screen of the MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
it is
it's
a
easy.
sort of a shortcut
Yeah.
there. So.
Yeah, but it never bothered me. Those are my overall thoughts. Honestly, it was a pleasant experience. Do you want me to talk about who we think the car's for? You want to throw that at the end?
Let's do that at the end.
Yeah,
No
I think
problem.
that's at
Go
the
around,
end, because
Michael.
that's an interesting question.
It is an
on this
interesting
car.
question. I totally agree.
Normally, it's very easy.
Yep.
Michael?
Okay, so I picked it up from Ryan at night.
Yep.
Drove it my 15, 20 minutes home, and I quickly realized, like I said before, the lights, although bright, were
Were
real
low.
low,
I agree.
especially on the driver's side.
Yeah.
That was my first note. I'm like, oh, overall comfortable. I didn't have it really set up yet what I wanted, but low. Again, tons of power, more power than you need. I think I
Yeah.
drove it home in R mode.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Tons of power. Makes an excellent noise.
Fantastic noise.
Yeah. The noise was
digital
amazing.
noise, right?
Yes,
Somewhat,
it is.
yeah.
It is augmented.
Augmented.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
Boy, that was industry speak.
But sorry, to your point, like when you stand outside of the thing and you put it in race mode, and you hear the valves open. Like,
Yeah.
it actually sounds pretty
Sounds,
good.
Yeah, I thought
that
so.
sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. So whatever, quick jaunt home. No real feedback there. Next morning, get up. I'm like, I'm going to take this for a coffee run. Go for coffee again in sport mode. Notice right away, like you said, pulling the parking lot of the drive-through, the lurching is like almost unbearable.
Oh, that's interesting.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's
like,
tough.
Like you let off the brake, and that thing lurches forward.
Yeah, you're so right.
It goes.
Yeah.
Also, the heavy steering, if in sport or race in particular, right? Steering gets a lot tighter, a lot heavier.
Yeah.
For sure. But
That's good.
yeah, drove it on the highway.
Yeah.
Like you said, doesn't lack for power. You want to pass something, go.
yeah.
Now, drop it into comfort mode. Still, lots of power. Just go.
Yep.
And I found race mode or sport mode. I drove it in most.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, oh, once you're up to cruising speed, Drop it into comfort mode, you wouldn't know the difference.
I find the RPMs drop. It changes.
Yep.
It's almost like it goes from a 6 to a 7
That's
gear,
right.
maybe.
That's exactly
Well,
what
it does
Yep.
because
Yeah.
like in certain modes, it doesn't
It
allow
just doesn't
you
go
seventh.
past.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's
So
why.
it almost in certain modes, it doesn't even allow you past fifth.
Oh, really?
How do you know that, Dylan?
I was going to say. So overall, comfort, great.
Yeah.
Wife and I took it one day. We did some shopping and whatnot. You're like, there is not a lot of room in the back of it.
No.
Back or
In,
trunk?
in the trunk.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
If you use the back seat, that's fine.
Sure.
But
Yep.
I wouldn't want to have any, I don't know, even your kids, Sean, in the back would be tight, I'm guessing.
Well, yes, with a passenger. So I kind of get around that. I'll get
Yep.
into this, but
Yeah.
my youngest sits behind me because he's smaller.
Yeah.
My 6-year-old sits in the passenger side, and the seat's basically all the way up, and
Yeah.
and it's totally adequate. But yes, if you actually used it as like a family car,
You couldn't get adults back there at all.
no.
So, but not that I have that need, right?
Sure.
So, like I said, 2 days after driving this thing, I would own one.
Whoa.
Which is a
Holy
huge
crap.
revelation.
It's huge.
for
No,
my-
it's a huge
And even-
reversal too, because he
but-
wasn't that into it.
No,
in the
he
beginning.
wasn't.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Dell and I were talking the other day, and I'm like,
Well, don't let me bring you down.
no, I'm like, but do I need an R? Could a regular Golf
Could a
or a
GTI?
GTI fulfill that need? And Dell says, no, you need the 330 horsepower.
No,
I'm like,
I mean, the
I don't
GTI is
think
not
I-
that much
I
less
think
now, is it?
it's like two something.
290 something.
But I'm like, that would be fine.
I think it's a lot of power
I think
now.
I said that, but I also think I had an asterisk beside
Oh,
that.
did you? Okay. I didn't
Yes.
catch that. Footnote.
Yes, exactly. I think I said GTI, and I said, I can guarantee you Cobb Tuning has a tune that we can get this thing to 360 or something.
But I don't know why you would need it. Like
I can
somebody
tell
my
you why.
age.
Well, I
No,
think
no,
I'm
don't
not.
bring
I'm
yourself
not. I'm
down
not.
like that.
I'm not tracking this thing.
Nope.
I wouldn't take it on the track. It's just a nice, comfortable little car.
Yep.
Getting around the city or driving on the highway, totally comfortable.
Yep. Parking's easy.
Parking is great. That's one of the things why my wife was with me. She said, this would be awesome. Now, this is coming from a woman who actually learned to drive on a Rabbit.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little 5-speed diesel Rabbit. So
Yeah.
she goes, kind of brought her.
Thing's still probably running today.
Yeah, probably is. But she goes, easy to park. We were in a parking lot, right? Busy parking lot. I'm like, oh, I can pick any parking spot you want.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly insert GTI 265.
265.
I was
That's
gonna say, I
lots.
thought 290
Still a lot.
It is.
That's a big drop, though.
I guess, but,
But
To Mike's point on this, like I view the R as the Get is actually the 4-wheel drive system.
yeah.
If
Exactly.
you're going to daily this thing, or if it's going to be an all year round
Yep.
car, having that is a huge plus. Like to your
Agreed.
point, if you're going to just blast on the highway and even spiritedly drive around town or just
Sure.
rip a back road, 265 in a front wheel car is fine.
lots.
It's fine.
And we'll talk about this later, the demographic for this car.
Yeah,
But,
I
yeah,
think
fair
that's
enough.
what really
But,
leads into all that.
but my take is it'd be like a 3-season car.
Yep.
I wouldn't drive it in the winter.
Okay.
If I had another like SUV, like a Cayenne
Sure.
or whatever it be, this would easily be a second car. Easily.
Right.
that's
So
interesting.
you bomb the
Yeah.
Cayenne on the worst days,
Yep.
basically.
Exactly. Something for the wife to take back and forth to work in the summer, spring, fall.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's
Soon
still
as-
fun.
Still fun.
Yep,
Soon
yep.
as winter hits, park it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I did with my Golf R
Interesting.
in
Yeah.
2015. Can I just quickly mention one thing while you reminded me? As I spent time driving around in the last couple of weeks after I had the Golf R, I was actually paying attention to who was driving
So did I.
Golf Rs.
Interesting.
So if you want to talk about that now, otherwise we'll wait. But
Let's
I
wait.
have good feedback on that.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
wait. I
Let's
think
wait.
that
Yeah,
dovetails
yeah.
into our.
I have taken notice of that too, and I also know all the people that own them. So
Quick note, Mike. Do you want to? What are your thoughts on the? Let's bounce this around with the table. I'm happy. What are your thoughts on the speed? I'm calling it speed sensitive steering.
I didn't really notice that much, to be
Okay.
honest.
I was just curious.
One note on the haptic buttons. I was not a fan. You know I'm not a fan of
Sure.
buttons or screens or anything. I got used to that within 5 minutes.
I'll
Other than the distance on the cruise control was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tiny little square in
In the
the
middle.
middle of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
left-hand
Yeah.
section. I couldn't. I had this cruise set, and I'm like, oh, I'm coming up on this guy pretty quick, and I want to change that distance. That's a bit of a trick.
Can I ask you a
Oh,
genuine
sorry.
question?
You don't run the distance at like as close as you
no,
can all the time.
No,
so
I put it as far back.
Hold
as
on,
I can.
I want to dovetail onto that quickly, Dill, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I set my distance and never, ever change it.
I've
Yeah,
never changed it
I
once.
wouldn't
It's-
either, but
Okay,
I wanted
okay.
to go from the closest to the furthest. That's just how I drive.
Okay, so and I drive it the farthest also.
Come on,
Yeah, for sure I
guys.
do. Dude, you're looking at two professional sales reps. What is the point in risking my life?
70
Genuinely.
feet. You're
No.
behind.
It doesn't matter.
You're bunging up the 401.
Oh my
No,
God. I'm
no,
not
no,
driving in
no.
downtown Toronto.
Well,
Yeah.
No, you're right.
To Dill's point.
Ingersoll's backed up because of you guys.
you cannot drive on the 401 at distance 5.
That's insane.
It just invites people to cut you off, and then it's
I'm jumping in.
more.
Oh man, I think you're overestimating how much I value my time because I
Yeah.
do not care. I am like I will
I'm with
happily
Ryan
be at the
on
back
this
of the
one.
line. I don't
I
care.
drive on those roads every day.
Me
boys.
too, man. You do not drive
Yeah.
enough. Sorry.
You'd think he's paid by the hour, Dill, or something, right?
I just get in the left lane and park myself there.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
That might be the funniest thing he's ever said. Okay, Dill, give us your.
Dill has notes. This is the most prepared Dill
Oh,
has
do you
ever
want- do
been.
you want-
Yeah,
your
he's got
notes?
let him get his notes ready here.
Well,
Okay,
just
Dill.
so I want to make sure I cover my bases here.
No, that's
I want a juice
fine.
cut
Jump right in there.
So we know you don't have cruise on distance 5. First of all, nobody fucking uses 5. Like
I
3
do.
is the default from the factory.
No, anything but one is
This was one.
unacceptable.
This was one, and just found that button too small.
It is.
But I'll tell you why you like that haptic button, so
Why?
because they're on a ledge. Like the ones up
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
middle.
Oh
they're all
yeah,
on a
they were
ledge.
fine.
Yeah, those are.
Those are so easy to use.
Other than I can't remember what it was.
Now that you can see them.
I don't know if it was the temperature or the volume and
Yeah.
the temperature were
Yeah, yeah.
very close together again.
They are.
yes.
The
So-
volume is in the middle. The temperature for drivers is to the
Yeah.
left.
So
But see, I
I would
primarily
go
use
to
the-
do that, and it would adjust the wrong one.
Oh.
See, I use the volume on the steering wheel to avoid that.
Yeah.
And I just want to throw out here because I don't know about your Taos still, but my Tiguan, this is 2024, literally has the exact same steering wheel out of the Golf R. And I do believe there is genuinely a 6-month period where you're like,
Yeah.
this is annoying, but as you get used to the haptics, it becomes quite second nature.
After 2
and
days,
I don't even think
after
about
a
it.
day, I was fine.
No.
Yeah.
The Taos is all physical buttons.
Also,
So mine is haptic.
Is anybody going to mention the bumps
No.
on the bottom of the steering wheel?
It's on my notes.
Okay, Dill's going in. Go in.
Go ahead, Dill. Go ahead.
Get in
I
there.
have to use Mike's phone because
Yeah.
my phone is
it's
actually
okay.
currently recording us. So
Yeah, yeah.
I had
Don't let it lock.
Yeah. Or right or left. So I picked it up from Sean.
The car.
Yes, one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting accused of something there. Sorry.
No. He, has a steering wheel completely out to his chest.
Yeah,
and
all the way out.
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Somehow, though, we don't change seat positions.
Well, this goes to Ryan's point. You do have an ergonomic problem, I think.
I couldn't see shit out of your mirrors, so I had to change those around. But other than that, I just got in the car, went to 10, and went away.
Right. Everything dialed up to 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
The modes do exactly what the modes say they're going to do.
Agreed.
Drift mode drifts.
Oh, see,
I didn't put it in that.
I didn't get to that either. Did you on dry pavement or was it wet?
It was pretty dry when I left your house.
And do you have to put your foot to the floor and leave it there?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think we all can agree the back end gets loose on this car fairly easily.
So my brief.
Never had that
I got to
issue.
look at the two guys.
Never
that are in
had
comfort mode.
Never
Yeah.
had that issue.
Sorry, guys. Leave your cruise control in lane 5, and then
I really want to make sure you know that I never once went near the limit of adhesion in this car. I was just driving it like an everyday car, like I drive my normal car.
No,
That's what it's
you can't
for.
give me a Golf R that's supposed to be your performance car in the lineup and not perform.
listen. If Volkswagen's going to put a drift mode in, it's designed to be tested and used.
You're damn right I'm engaging it.
Yes.
I pretty much had to sign a waiver to put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
really?
Oh yeah, you guys didn't read that?
No.
Nope.
Well, no,
Oh,
I never
didn't
even
even
hit the
click
button.
on it.
Never even hit the button.
Didn't even look at it.
I'll just tell you that I got somewhat unlucky, and most of the days I had the car, we had
This is
apocalyptic
true.
weather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
horrible weather.
I did take out the car in my neighborhood when there was a foot and a half of snow and summer tires. And to your point, the back end is extremely immediate to step out. Like my all-road, which is all-wheel drive, inherently is a rear-wheel drive car. Like it's a longitudinal motor, right? It's not transverse. And basically the first third of the throttle basically just induces understeer, and then you have to give it an absolute boot full to get the rear to go.
Yep.
So it's very, very scary. Like if you're driving and you're trying to be a bit of a hooligan, like unless you commit, you're just going to understeer off the road.
Audi
Correct.
system. Audi system is confusing.
Yeah.
I used to do it in my S4. It's weird.
This Golf R, like the second you get in the throttle, the backwards is
Gone.
gone.
What mode?
Any mode.
Any
Oh,
race
any
mode.
mode.
Any
Eco?
race mode.
Eco mode?
Wow. Sorry, I didn't try eco like that.
Any race mode.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's breaking.
And it's obviously it's a short wheelbase. So I mean, she's coming around. I mean,
Yeah. I don't like short wheelbase cars. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Okay, so I guess I'll just rip down my list here because
Do
I
it.
just
No
made
problem.
this
Just
thinking
nail 'em.
about the car. I have a super quick 1 to 2 shifts. When you get on it, that first to second, and that second gear is short.
Well, and I think
What are you saying? First gear short?
For first and second.
Both.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
even if you get like 80% into the throttle, it shifts before like $4,000 in first gear.
Oh, so
don't do that.
Let me just. Oh, I never had it in not Sport Plus manual.
Right. But it
Ever.
still shifts too early, doesn't it?
What do you mean? Not Sport Plus manual. You can redline.
Oh,
that
manual,
thing.
excuse
yeah,
me.
you can
Yeah,
redline it
manual.
all day.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like
Not that I did, but you could. I think you could. Oh, I locked it, Mike. No, I guess I enjoyed this car a little differently than you guys.
So when you say short, then sorry. What I was thinking and what my experience is that even if you're trying to be a bit of a hooligan, it will upshift too early.
no, won't do that.
Okay. So you're actually saying the ratios themselves are very short.
They seem to be.
Okay.
They're quick.
Okay.
You're not going that fast, so they're quick shifts.
Yep.
Again, with Ryan, never lacks for power. I totally agree with you.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
It's a strong power band on this car. For
Well, that's
sure.
a universal message between the
Yeah.
first three of us now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the exhaust in race is good. I actually think it could use a little more burble, and I'm not a burble guy.
No.
Which I think we all know is available from Volkswagen. You can spend for the Akrapovic exhaust for $3,000 and throw it on there.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's
this,
right
true.
this
from
did
them.
not have
This
that.
does
I
not
would
have that.
probably do that actually.
I've seen quite a few of them on the road with it, so people are obviously doing it.
As exhausts go, a $3,000 factory Akrapovic exhaust, which I believe is mostly titanium.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty
titanium.
cheap, but
That's
then
a
you're
bargain.
pushing $60,000 on a Golf R.
Wow.
That's
right.
one of the challenges, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, keep going, Dill. Bullet points.
I have Nürburgring mode is the mode.
Okay.
Like, there's no other
Edna
mode needed.
mode.
I did not access that either to defend you two.
No.
I don't want stiff suspension.
No,
which-
me neither.
I have the back for
We're
it,
all too
guys.
old now, I guess, guys.
Yeah, no. I
Two
thought
of
the
us
car
started
was
with-
extremely responsive to steering inputs, throttle inputs, brake inputs. The brakes worked really well.
Brakes were lovely.
Yep.
They were super good. I have horrible traffic creep because it is horrendous.
Yep.
I thought maybe that was just because it was in go mode.
No, but we're
clearly
confirming
not.
it's everywhere.
Seats are amazing. Continuous headrests I quite liked, actually.
interesting.
I thought the aesthetics of them were great. I didn't really mind once I got over the fact that they're power-ish.
That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
I think the screen is actually perfect in this car.
The
Size of it,
MMI, like
placement.
it's excellent. I totally
think
agree
it's
with you.
actually. I think they nailed it on this one. Haptic buttons don't really bug me as much.
Yeah.
No remote start actually sucks.
It's a big miss.
It's a miss.
It's a big miss on this car.
They have the technology.
Was it in the app?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Not even in the app.
Not available.
Okay.
It's a big miss on what I think is the marquee car for that range. How can you like? It is the marquee car.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
almost
I
the
don't
marquee car
understand.
for Volkswagen. So I'm like, why don't you have this?
And I would bet if you went to the dealership today and bought a base Jetta, it has remote start in the app.
Well,
I don't
how
know,
come
but-
any
but-
vehicles
yeah.
sold nowadays to not have remote start?
It just felt like a miss. It's the best way to put it. It's a
Yeah.
miss. I don't know what they were doing there.
And just a general note to all car manufacturers: can we just get rid of the remote start in the app? Just put it back on the phone.
Put it
I'm
on the
so with you on
default.
that, Mike.
Agree.
And don't make me pay for the app.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
Toyota. Anyway,
Yeah, Chevy.
yeah, reach out. We'd like to borrow your press car.
I was going to say, we're trying to warm up to them, right?
What else I got? I got shifters odd. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Braking
yeah.
placement off. Oh, that's a weird.
There wasn't a
actually.
handbrake on this thing, right?
No, just
not
a
a
digital.
handbrake.
Just a digital.
Yeah,
That's
brake.
probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a weird dash I have in my list, but it says Sean should lower his all road.
He probably got there while he was looking at that nice wheel gap on the Golf R, and he
Yeah.
was like, Sean's car is too high.
Yeah, he left it here for that night, and I was like, this car's too tall. Yeah, I just have 91 pump gas.
Yeah, which I did all the time.
Yep, that's usual. But for anybody buying this car, that's
You gotta
that's a
count
lot
for that.
more expensive.
100%.
Yeah.
It definitely is. And here's an important point for you reference. My sister has just bought the 2026 Tiguan Turbo, which makes 272
That is
horsepower
91?
and runs on regular fuel.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
That's See, that makes sense.
I'm like, well, we must have the ability.
Because that's the exact same motor in our Atlas, and it is also 87.
Yeah, but they may claim that, okay, we need the extra, octane boost to get the max horsepower. Like
Well,
they may, they'll claim something.
On
I'm always-
330, I 100%.
Do you think 330 is accurate? Do you
No,
think it's
I feel,
more?
I feel it feels like more.
Oh, I'd be careful. Put that thing on a dyno first. I don't know if it's actually that fast.
It's small car.
All
It's
the
a small
Germans
car.
underestimate their horsepower.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's like,
It might be 3 extra horsepower.
And they're
well, yeah, it's not 400.
no.
No. 340 though.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's a quick car.
Yeah.
I don't
Never
My
once.
last point is launch control is fun.
It is.
Never used it.
No, me either, Ryan.
Really?
No.
Nope, never used it.
Oh.
Drove it like a car.
That was like the second thing I looked at online.
Mike, it's very interesting, right? Because 2 of us at this table, our ages start with a 4.
Yeah.
And 2 of us, our ages start with a 3.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
There's
Is
no
that
more-
the dividing line?
And the
No.
youngest one
yeah.
is the hooligan, like you said.
Is Sean going to be like turning with the 4 in the next couple of years, and then all of a sudden, is he just going to like stop using launch control?
He's
Or
not
is he
that
just
bad.
going to still be out there
he's
doing
getting
it?
there.
By the way-
He's 40-ish.
By the way, I'm very close to there. Yes. yes.
Oh, wow.
You know that like wooden pin man Robaxasec guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dylan, listen, we're good. I tease you about you being born in the 90s, but I'm a long way away from these two. So
Yeah, I know.
age aside.
Wow.
That was a good bullet point, Dill. Really
That was good.
I actually quite enjoyed this car. I unfortunately would never buy one.
Yeah, we'll come back around to
Yeah,
that.
let's come back around at the end of
Yeah,
that.
let's get
But,
Sean's...
It's really
Never say never, but okay, right now, we'll put a pin in that.
never say never. The Beebs. Go.
See, I'm so far away from this.
I'm not there.
Is that on the YouTube?
Hold on, man. He was like 15. We got to support him. He's Canadian.
I think he was like 12.
12, whatever. All right, Sean, hit us.
Okay, so where to start? I will just say generally, I think everybody knows that out of the 4 of us, I'm probably the most enthusiastic, or was maybe the most excited, the most enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Maybe if there was a buyer at this table for that car, apart from Mike now deciding that he would absolutely
And my wife saying you didn't need one.
right. I mean, I very well may have had one.
Yeah.
So I'll start by saying the car is very good. I think overall, tremendously positive experience. Again, we talked about the seats. In terms of the actual driving experience, I'm with all of you. He's kind of summed it up nicely. Like it does all of the things pretty well. Like when you do go down the highway, like I drove the car back to Ajax 2 nights ago, Sunday night, and I was in comfort mode because it was like, first of all, it was snowing and squalling and it was shit. And
You had some bad luck on that.
yeah. And it
Both
is,
ways.
it's reasonably quiet. It's comfortable. Like, my back didn't get sore. My legs weren't sore. The sound system is good. The infotainment system. I think, Mike, you had a tiny glitch, but like I didn't have a single.
I did have a tiny glitch. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
But unlike my old Atlases, the screen was black, but the music was playing.
Oh, so it didn't die.
It didn't die, but you had at that point, you had no way to change the temperature or adjust anything.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. But once I shut it off, it came right back up.
I was with you in the car.
Yeah, you were.
And I literally said, just shut it off. And he's like, no, I'll just make the drive home without it.
Yep.
He just drove home with
And
the
I
screen
did.
in black.
I'm like, whatever.
He's like, I
right?
got it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, interesting. I actually, sorry to interrupt, but now I'm piecing it together. I'm pretty sure when you're in any race mode, the radio sucks.
Oh, because it's
I
taken
was
over by
gonna
the
say-
speakers being.
Yes, I was going to
wow,
say
that's interesting.
I was going to say it's the opposite for me. I thought the radio speakers actually were awful.
Well,
Very like tinny.
This had the
Not much
Harman
to
Kardon
them.
Harman
system.
Kardon.
did.
Yeah.
And actually, Dill, there's something to that because I do remember when I drove it home from Ajax VW Canada's headquarters there the first time, I was in like a custom mode that I had created, which included, race this, race that. And I kind of had the same impression, but when I drove it back 2 nights ago, whatever that was, it was in comfort, and I thought, oh, you know what, this is really good. So maybe that
That
is
actually would make sense.
yes. Okay, well that's good feedback. So don't overwhelm the speakers with
Oh, that's really interesting.
intake noise.
Yeah, or punk rock music.
Yeah.
All right, good. Go on.
I just got to mention one thing that I'm sure none of you saw this feature. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Well, now I'm really interested.
So I use this car just as, much like you all did, right? Just so I dropped the kids off. One day I picked them up and we were driving home from school, which is not that far away from my house. And there was this weird like echo going on in the car. And I was like hearing myself talk back. And
Whoa.
I think I don't know if they're the pioneers of this, but certainly the Honda Odyssey at one point, I believe, was sort of the front runner where they had this feature. If you're sitting in the front and you have a van full of people, it would effectively use the Bluetooth microphone and then send your voice through the speaker system so you could talk to people in the back.
No way.
So
That does feel familiar to me from vans.
Yes.
I have never.
Are you saying
No,
that
I've
this is
never heard of
actually
that.
in this car?
Yes.
Like you looked it up? It is. in
No.
this
So
car?
what happened was if you touched the slider to turn the volume up in the car or down,
Yes.
right beside it was this little circular button and it said voice enhancer. And I was listening to a podcast and I thought, I'll try this out because there are modes where sort of accentuate the vocal or spoken word or whatever.
Yep.
And it didn't do anything, so I just left it on. And then I'm talking to my kids, and then they're talking back to me like, "I can hear you guys. Like, what is going on here?"
Oh, sorry. For a second, I was dying laughing inside because I just assumed you were in the car talking to yourself.
No.
He probably was, but
No, I figured the kids were there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got there.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, I got you.
So
That 4 is coming up soon.
then I don't know at what point I was like, obviously I was like, okay, it's picking up my voice, and I was like, is this some sort of weird glitch? It thinks I'm on a Bluetooth call, or whatever. And then I put it together. I don't know if I was in the menu or I just realized. So it's called literally voice enhancer. And if you go, you can slide this thing from 1 to 4.
And it's right on the little bar where
Right
the
in
heat
the
controls are and
right
stuff?
in the MMI. And so I turned it up all the way to 4, and it literally, and it's a small car, right?
Yeah.
It takes your voice as you're talking and it projects it through the speakers, which
Like you're at an amphitheater.
That is kind of cool.
it is like,
You want to practice a
Hello.
speech? I have the place for you.
yeah, right. There you go. Anyway, that's a very weird quirker feature.
Wow. Interesting.
And I had, I've never seen a press release. I've never heard anybody talk about that. And I had no idea it existed.
Put that money back into the seat power.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
Yeah.
these cloth seats
Yeah.
powered by the end of this podcast.
I'm so with you on that.
Yeah.
And the on-off button.
Right.
True.
Yeah,
True.
that
Yeah.
fucker's getting moved to the dash.
So I'm with all of you guys on this whole start-stop button. I will say our 2024 Atlas has had the chicken nugget shifter. It is ubiquitous now to Volkswagen. I wasn't fussed by it. It felt I'm just familiar with it, I guess. And again, the parking brake's in the same spot. Even the start button to that end is
Is it?
basically the same in an Atlas.
Quick insert on Tiguan.
Yep.
The new Tiguan does not have the chicken nugget at all.
Is that
it
right?
uses the shifter from the Buzz that's on the stock,
Oh,
which to be very honest, just feels more natural.
better. That is better.
It's just more natural.
yeah.
How does that do that though with being EV, not EV?
Shift by wire.
It's just shift by wire. It's just
No,
a
but
stock.
I mean,
you just
I
rotate
just
forward for
mean
drive, pull, twist back for reverse. You used it on the Buzz. It's amazing.
Yeah, but
It's
how's
so-
park?
You just push the button on the end.
Button in the end.
It's
Mercedes has had that for
Mercedes had it for years.
Yeah.
It's actually a very good system. So new Tiguan has that. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned
Interesting.
that. Yeah.
If I were to have one of these, and again, unfortunately, the configuration isn't quite available, but I would have it in the new Dolphin Gray Metallic color. I would not have the black pack, so it comes with sort of silver diamond face wheels, blue
Yep.
calipers, blue accents against the gray. Looks fantastic to me. I would spec, if I could, those cloth seats. I talked about the 2001 GTI. It was exactly the same. It had the ratchet on the left, which makes you go up and down manually. It had the big lever on your right-hand side when you get into it. And to Dill's point, you either set it and forget it. And if you don't, it's totally easy. You just grab it and you go.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
And, lumbar was in those days a sort of a wheel, if I remember, on the side of the seat.
Yeah, and all the nubs on it.
Correct, 100%.
You're right.
And now it's like a little lever, so it's the same. And then you had power
Back.
lean
Yeah,
tilt.
tilt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that all felt very familiar and fine. So I was not fussed by that at all. To your point, the MMI system for me, like it was just great. Like everything was there. I mean, Apple CarPlay is on this big 15-inch screen in front
Yeah,
of
it
you.
was huge, but it felt the right size.
Yep.
No, and Volkswagen's nailed that now because they're using that
They
MMI
have
everywhere now.
yes,
like
they
that
have-
system is
Yeah.
working.
Basically figured
Yeah.
that out.
Don't change it if it's if it ain't broken, leave it.
No,
Like that's
for
as simple as it
sure.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Camisa and all of these journalists famously ragged on the haptic buttons. And I suppose if you're on a track, like the one big thing that they all talked about was like, oh, you're driving and all of a sudden the heated steering wheel comes on. I never once had that.
No.
And well, frankly, it's been cold and snowy, so the heating steering wheel's on anyway. But
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
you know, like, yes, they're haptic, but there is a like you have to actually press them.
You do.
It's not like you
yeah,
just
and it
you know-
reacts when you press
Yeah,
it.
it's not like an iPhone where you accidentally sort of
Yeah,
send
it's
some,
more BlackBerry Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
There's
exactly.
an old reference, but
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Canadian.
He older than him.
And listen, having
no,
lived
those are hot
in
in
my
high school.
Tiguan with the haptic steering wheel for years, very rarely, and in fact, it happened to me this week where like I go to change the song,
Yeah.
and I accidentally hit the heated steering wheel.
Sure.
But I'm sort of like, it's okay. Like
Fine.
Yeah.
within 2 minutes, I catch on. I'm
not
like,
a
it's
bad
on, turn it
thing.
off.
Yep.
It's not the end of the world. It does not happen that often. You know?
On the ride, so, and I mentioned this on the test drive that I had 3-4 months ago, whatever it was, I was considering buying. Like, I immediately dialed the thing basically all the way into comfort. I think what I learned in the drives that I had was, to Ryan's point, with the short wheelbase, and if you hit a kind of a choppy, like a bridge expansion joint or something
Exactly.
like that,
Yep.
it actually was better if the suspension was sort of mid-grade firmed up.
Oh, that's
it sort of
interesting.
handled that well. Like
Okay.
when it was all the way in comfort, like it launched the car, and then there was like 2 or 3
Yeah,
sort of
it-
settling events.
It unsettles the car dramatically. Yeah.
and I didn't notice that as much when you actually dialed it up a bit.
Yeah.
So that maybe, I actually found myself running it between comfort and sport, which, for a daily driver, you'd think the obvious is just to dial it right back. But actually the rebound or compression or whatever it was in those settings maybe is a little bit better,
Yeah.
higher up the range.
Yep.
Other than that, like, as you guys said, I think overall, and we'll talk about who this car's for, would you buy one, and blah, blah, blah. We'll sort of summarize that in the next, we're already at an hour, so the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, I think it is a great vehicle. I mean, it does have a little bit of a small trunk, Mike. But you can get by with kids in the back. It's certainly, as a thing to bomb around on the highways and do trips. Like,
Yep.
it's fine. So I think it's a very good car. Will it be for me? I guess we'll get to my conclusion maybe again after you guys have. But overall, I think they've done a great job, and it is an improvement from, we know Lucas had a Mark 8. He now has a Mark 8.5. He had a number of problems with his 8.
I don't know.
And people weren't overly thrilled with that. I think they've kind of redeemed themselves with 8.5. Like, I have very few complaints about the car.
We know how Sean would spec his car. So now we're gonna round table here really quick. You get 30 seconds with the available options as they are.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing the same thing as him, but the car's white. And I want the leather seats. So I want it white with the leather interior and the diamond sort of silvery wheel.
Okay.
That's it. No black. That's me, because there's only 3 colors, which just kills me.
Yeah, there is only
But,
3 colors.
4 now.
To which
Sorry,
there is
4
now.
just
My bad.
there is a white R running around London on white rims.
No, I can't do
Oh,
that.
Is there?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
wow.
I quite like it.
Winters, or do you think?
Mike?
That's a good question. I don't know.
could be.
Actually, I would assume so
Yeah.
because I saw him, today.
Sure.
How would you spec your Golf R?
Well, here's the thing. I love the Golf R. It was great, but I would go to the GTI.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
need the power. I don't need the race
Me neither.
mode.
Me
I
neither.
don't need all that.
Yeah.
What is the difference though? What is the money difference? Because that's
Oh,
what
it's
matters.
12 grand.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was 10, 12 grand.
Yep.
It's enough.
That
Yep.
wasn't the question, but it's okay. He's
If I was going to get an R, it would be a black, color black.
There it is.
No black package.
Yes.
Leather if I could.
Yeah.
Although I did like those seats. They were nice.
Yeah.
No sunroof. Don't care.
Yep.
Oh,
Same.
good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just like that.
Dill, you going for the Lapis? Are you a blue? You strike me as a
yeah.
blue. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
blue guy.
I'm taking that one we just got.
The black pack too, just
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
wow,
just like that.
the black
Oh,
edition.
wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
'cause I
interesting.
love those seats
I'd
so
get a
much.
new one though, Dill.
Yeah. Oh no.
Just one that hasn't been driven around by
Yeah.
a million people.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about who this car's for, because it's really this is a big subject, but we got to bang it out.
Yeah.
It is.
I struggle with this.
This is the
Yeah,
hardest
like,
thing
what
I've
is
had
the
to do with this
totally
car.
agree.
demographic for these guys? Like, who
So-
are they trying to sell these to?
I think
So-
they're trying to sell them to under 30.
I
I
disagree.
don't. I disagree.
Okay,
Oh, I don't.
I think that's who they're
I think
trying
there's
to sell
two-
them to.
I think there's 2 main
Okay.
I agree.
demographics.
Yep.
So I know at least 4 people.
Yes.
I'm holding
He's
up
holding
That's
one
8,
finger.
but that
Holding
doesn't
up.
matter. You know what? But 2 plus 2 is not 4 all the time.
correct. Double
Anyway.
4s.
Yeah. Alternative
I
facts.
there's 2 under 30 and there's 2 that are 40.
Yep.
40 exactly.
Close enough.
That makes them an unusual buyer for this car, in my opinion.
I think so.
Genuinely.
I would say, I'm going to say 37 is considered 40.
Yeah, no, fair
Sure.
enough. Yeah,
Sure.
fair enough. Yeah.
The 2 that I've seen on the road since we've had this in the last 2 weeks, one is actually the guy who I thought would buy it the most. Mid 40s,
Yep.
Converse, Chuck
Yep.
Taylors,
Okay.
skinny jeans.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Who's the other one?
Any piercings?
Okay.
Tat-
No,
tats,
pro-
though.
no.
Tats.
Tats, 100%.
Professional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Okay.
that's
Chuck
Yeah. Fair
Okay,
enough.
come
Professional
on
Chuck
now.
Taylors. Anyway, okay. Who's the other? I'm really curious.
younger professional.
Younger professional.
like under 30.
See,
so-
I wouldn't say that either.
well,
I
and
don't know.
I
mean,
would
first
take.
of all,
I would
you-
take exception slightly. I mean, I think you're bang on about it's sort of a 24 to 30-year-old who,
Boom.
There you go.
whether or not you are, in your first sort of office job or you're in the trades and you have a bit of money to spend on a car payment,
I think you got your first
Good
big
job.
job.
Big job.
big
you
boy job,
blew
big girl
it.
job. Yeah. And you said, look, I've got an income and I'm going to spend $800 a month in a Golf R.
I have to insert here. I feel, as we have a lot of people listening to us, I do not advocate spending $1,000 a month under 30 years old on a car. It's a lot of money on a lovely,
but-
useless car.
That's
We're
insane.
also going to
It's a
say
lot of money.
Volkswagen does. So
Yeah. No, I understand, but I'm like, this is a lot of money. Like, think twice here. Buy the GTI. Save yourself to 12 grand.
Yeah.
Like,
Good advice, but I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Lots and lots and lots of people are doing it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
many
yeah.
people
Screw
are doing
that.
that on
Buy
a pickup.
that. Put
but
that shit in race mode.
So I think you're right. 24 to 30.
I agree, dead on.
But there
And
seems to
I'm-
be this gap.
I'm
I-
going to say it's not even it's not 37 to 40. I think
No.
it's older. It's 45 to 50.
I think it's older than that.
What a
55-ish.
bizarre age
I
range,
think it's
eh?
55 to 65. I'm telling you, every person I look at is a gray-haired silver fox driving these Golf
Because-
Rs.
Oh,
It's
you
either
must have
them or
seen
kids.
Sean a bunch
It's
of
the
times.
nostalgia.
Maybe.
Of the Mark 1, Mark 2. Same for the Buzz,
Yep.
Right?
Well, true.
right? Same for the Buzz. Me, I don't know what marks it is. I'm not up to date, but 2009, 2010 GTI.
Yeah.
That thing I was in love with.
I think that's a Mark V.
Maybe.
Late Mark V. Maybe.
Couldn't
2010 is
afford
Mark
one, had a young kid, just got married, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so
had a
it's
good job, but I'm like, I have other stuff. But now I'm like, the Golf R, that interests me.
I'm so on board with his thinking. It's 24 to 30 with a little bit of money.
Yep.
Or 50 plus. Like there's no question. Like
No
just
money, disposable income.
Sorry.
Disposable income.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
With spending money.
Sure.
That's the answer.
Yeah, monthly money.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
But that's the only people I see driving.
Yeah, but
Just today, black one goes by me on a back road. It's like a gray-haired 65-year-old woman and her husband.
Yeah,
Boom.
Well, that's what's crazy.
You know?
It's not gender specific either.
No.
I would say
But-
that's not maybe 60-40 male on this car.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But what gets them from a base Golf or a GTI or GLI? Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
GLIs,
they still
yeah.
sell a lot of them
Yeah.
now
Right.
because they're not that
To
expensive.
go, hey, you could have this, but for an extra 15 grand, you could have this. And like, I like that. Let's do it.
That's a big jump, though. What you guys were talking about when you're saying it has 260 before
Yep.
265. Yeah.
to 330. That's
Yeah.
a lot of power.
Again, for me, and I could just be biased because of my own views on this, but I don't think it's about the power. I think it's about getting into a car that has all-wheel drive. It's a 4-season car. It has that sort of
That's probably right.
Best
For these
of-
older people, for sure.
right. They're like,
for the older people, for sure.
Yeah.
'cause, if you're, I agree with you. There is these sort of two demographics. I haven't personally seen as many, sort of 55, 65-year-olds
No,
driving
me
them.
either. That seems a little high to me.
But I think if you go into the dealership and you want a vehicle for between 40 and 50 or up to $60,000, I mean, you can buy a fully loaded Tiguan, you can buy an Atlas, or you can buy a Golf R, and they're just, to your point, Mike, they're a bit nostalgic, and they're going, well, it's all-wheel drive. It's got a trunk. It's got 4 seats.
Yeah. And I don't have kids and I can run
And
around
it's
town.
cool.
Well, this is just it. My wife and I, kids are grown. For bombing around, perfect. Don't need a lot of trunk space. Groceries can go in the back seat.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, that's
Yep.
it.
Go to the
right?
farmer's market on the weekend. Throw your little bit of stuff in the trunk. What's there? You know.
Easy to park. And double bonus in a parking lot, you only have to turn the steering wheel like a half
Yep.
a turn and you're
Yep.
parked.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Well, yeah. And you asked about this, and
Yes.
I didn't get to this in my summary, but I will just say I called Ryan very early on in my introduction to this car. And in a parking lot, it must have a variable EPS rack.
Yeah.
And 90 degrees is, not that far in a steering wheel.
Yeah.
And if you go another 20, you're at the lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
It is
no
insanely short.
No lock to lock. It's
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to say it's weird, but there are two distinct demographics, and I'm actually gonna name a third demo.
Oh.
Oh God.
21 to 24 car photographer. They all
yeah,
drive
that's
them.
'cause
We know one of
Fields of Golf Rs.
That's exactly who I know who has these.
Exactly. There's so many of them. It's like the car of the photographer.
Well, to be fair,
they're everywhere.
it allows them a lot of avenues that expensive cars.
Totally.
And we're not saying this is not an expensive car because I think we're arguing the fact that it is
is
an
an expensive car.
for what you get.
It is.
But it kind of gets you into a spot where the really expensive cars are.
Well, and if you want to go on a Sunday morning drive with some people that you know that are more, more established or later in their career, you can hang with those people. They're
Yeah, this is the car.
You could run this.
We
in
just
New
got
York.
back from the New York trip. This would fit in there perfectly.
Totally. I do wish we could have taken it on that trip,
Yeah.
Volkswagen. Just so you know, that would have been a great support car for our home.
100%.
It could have.
It would have been so much
certainly-
fun. Yeah.
So I think the last thing we wanted to cover off here, Mike, you've gone on record saying, look, you could see yourself
Yeah,
buying one,
I would-
owning one.
I would buy one.
Dill, I think you said you couldn't, but why?
I couldn't buy one because I don't see where it fits.
Okay. In your life or
no,
just in
I just think, yeah, okay, so maybe in my life, but I feel like this car, you only buy it if you have one car, which is a weird thing because we know
interesting.
somebody that this is not their one car and
Right.
they own it.
Yep.
But I feel like if you have one car, this is a good car to buy. If you have the possibility, like, let's say space-wise, money-wise, whatever it be, this makes no sense. I don't feel like it crushes any part good enough that this is your one car to do it all. I think you can buy two cars that would far exceed it.
Oh, interesting.
For not the same money, but more money, but at least you have two cars.
So I thought we actually were aligned on this, but I think I've actually come to the exact opposite conclusion on this.
Oh, wow.
So when I thought, because this has been very helpful for me personally, because I continue to sort of lurk around these things, and my local dealership has two Dolphin Gray ones. One's a slick top. It's exactly the spec. I would walk in there tomorrow and buy
No
it.
sunroof. Has there ever been a better description for him
Slick
than
top?
a dealership lurker? Like that's like, I mean, he literally knows what's on the
Stalker's
lot
the-
better than the
stalker is the
sales team
word.
knows. I mean, he knows.
I still can't.
The guy's
believe
incredible.
I still can't believe I caught him with a stray. At
Yeah,
Incredible.
Fortunes,
Exactly.
right?
Incredible. Anyway, continue on. Sorry, Sean.
Now, so my conclusion though, after having it for a couple of days in the 2 weeks that we had, and us discussing it, is would I trade my current daily all road
Yep.
for this car?
Yep.
And the conclusion I've come to is no, I would not. And if you think about what I picked as my $50 million sold my company daily,
Yes.
I chose a big luxurious barge
Yep.
that was quiet and it was comfortable and it was powerful. And although I don't have anywhere near that kind of money, my all-road checks that box much better than this Golf did.
Yep.
Even though it's now 8 years old, I got back into it. It was like, it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
The seating position for me is similar, but in the Golf R, you're sort of more like in a chair. And in my all-road, I
That's
am
a really good way to put it, actually.
like your sort of knees are 90
Yes.
degrees, or your hips are like in my all-road, like
You're low.
It's not an F1 car. Like, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like you're most comfortable in that car when your feet are all the way out in front of you.
Yeah.
And the Golf R doesn't have that. It's a little bit more upright.
Yep.
And to Dylan's point, we're all very fortunate we've got these other cars. And if I want to go act like a hooligan and, feel the rush of the acceleration or the torque or make some noise, I'm doing it in the summer car. I don't need that in my daily. And I don't
You're doing it
really,
in your dedicated sports car.
correct.
Yeah.
And again, that is a that's
It's
a
a luxury.
fortunate position to be in, a luxury. So I guess my thought on this was, if I wasn't in that position, if I didn't have that car, didn't have the summer sports car, would a Golf R check those boxes? Yes.
That's very interesting.
I totally get if
I agree
someone
with
wanted to be the person who had a bit of a weekend cruiser car, the photographer that wants to hang, wants to go on a back end, a weekend road trip or a road trip to New York and bust their kids around. Great car.
Yeah.
But
you struck on something really interesting for me, Sean, honestly. When I bought my 2016 Golf R, which I was so excited about in Lapis Blue, I bought it as a second car, almost never drove it, and then sold it.
Yeah.
Because I just, it wasn't, this is no hard feelings towards the Golf. It just wasn't special enough for me on a Saturday morning to use as a second car. It's dead on.
you need to have it as your only car that can do all the things. It's
And
the
it does
Goldilocks
that excellently.
It does
Yes.
it
So
phenomenally.
no judgment on that.
Yeah.
And my view on this car, strictly put, is if I was 29 years old, I would be ecstatic to own it.
Yes.
It's a great, awesome car. I just, at this age, I had a unique experience. I've repeated this, but I'll say it again. I went directly from the seat of this car into a 2026 Tiguan Turbo. Directly, brand new. My sister has just purchased. And immediately after driving that Tiguan for 5 minutes, I looked at her and I said, this is my car. I feel better in this. It's bigger, has arguably a great amount of horsepower for that SUV.
Sure.
Bigger, comfortable, higher. I like all of that. I just like all of it.
because you have a sports car.
Correct.
In the garage.
That's exactly right. It's absolutely right. I
Yep.
don't need that use case.
Yes.
But it was a really unique experience to go right from the one brand new car to the other. And I was sort of like, yep, this is good. I'm also definitely of the opinion that I don't need to spend that kind of money on a daily. I just don't.
No,
What's the point?
it's
I don't
a
need
lot
to
of money.
I don't need to depreciate it daily. I'd rather spend $40,000
Yeah.
or less.
Honest to God, like with Sean dropping his car off here, and then we had the foot and a half snow here in my end of the city.
Yeah.
I got in to move his car, and I thought to myself, my God, this interior is way nicer
nice
than
in
it
there.
looks.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's peak car.
It is peak car.
Yeah. I totally with you on that.
Honestly, I
touchscreens,
think you're
peak
going to
Audi, for sure.
struggle to
Peak
get
Audi.
rid of
Maybe
it.
that's a better.
Well, you
Peak
can't
Audi.
replace it with anything great. That's the problem.
That's what I mean. You're
Yeah.
going to struggle. So I don't think you can use that as let's say, a relative point to go off of. But yeah, you actually your interior is really nice. Your park button's stupid, just like this one.
No, I'm used to that. I had that on my
that's
Audi. You
dumb.
get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do, but
Nonetheless, I think, I guess my final thoughts on this Golf R are they're amazing. People that really want to drive, buy this car.
sure.
It's a lot of fun.
And you can do all the things in it.
You can do
Yeah.
all the things on it. If this is your only ar, that makes sense. If it's your second car, I'm probably not going to support you on that.
Right. It might not live up to the hype.
Nope. Put the full titanium exhaust on it and put a tune on it, and you're gone.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you're gone regardless.
oh, it's a fast car. Yeah. Listen, we can loop around on it all day, but I
Yeah.
mean, we all feel the same. We all like the car very much. We're
It's
very
funny how
grateful.
we all pick the same things.
Yeah.
Right.
We're grateful to Volkswagen for letting us have that car. It was
Yeah,
really
thank you
nice
very
of them. They
much.
let us have it for 2 weeks so we could split it between four of us. And we had a good amount of days with
We
it.
did.
And we got a good amount of miles to drive it. And I'm really happy to have got a chance to try this car because I admire them every time they drive by. So we're all on the same page.
It is funny though. I will mention this car. I had 4 people message me going, "You're screwed. You're gonna want to buy this car in 3 days."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they had me after one.
But that's surprising.
I don't follow that
And,
either.
and
I was,
2
like,
of them were
against
people
it.
that don't actually
Yeah.
own them, just get to drive them a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to our next car from Volkswagen, which I would very much like to be the new Tiguan, fellas. I really wanted to spend some time with it.
There you go.
You know?
Well, you'll be able to decide if you want to buy one or not.
Oh, I mean, I'm not that far out, 5 months. So, listen, I'm in the window.
Yeah.
I gotta-
You can go and get it this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Or they can bring it to us.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thanks again, Volkswagen, for that. We really appreciate that. You guys got a full, 80 minutes of our time. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
Stay
Anyway.
tuned for some. So I guess to let the cat out of the bag, we're not sure, but there may be some content that we are providing to Volkswagen to potentially chop up and make something of it. If they don't, you won't see it. But if they do, we'll promote it on our page and we'll share it and stay tuned for that.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on Spotify. Always want to hit the like button, give us a 5-star rating, all that stuff really helps us on Spotify. Cool. We're out.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Appreciate
Sean,
it.
do the thing.
Bye-bye.